Good morning. This is Barb with First Class Yoga. Today we're going to go ahead and do a chair yoga with my students, Mame and Court, and we hope you'll enjoy this one. Let's go ahead and just start out with some circles. So go ahead and just go off to the side, scoop that belly back off to the side, lean your chest forward, arch the spine. And just roll around. You can sit in the middle of your chair so you have a little bit of space to scoop that belly in. Finding the breath halfway inhale and halfway exhale. And then pause and circle it back the other way. Loosening up the body. And bring that back center. Let's go ahead and extend those arms out and circle those shoulders, rolling them out. And then pause and circle them back. And just stay right there and just sweep those arms crisscross. Get some circulation going, warming up the arms. And go ahead and bring that back down. And extend that right leg out. And we're just going to circle it around a little bit. Hold that tummy in. Pull that belly button into your spine. Pause and circle it back the other way. And bring that back center and extend the other leg out. And circle it around. Nice and slow, engaging the abdominals. And pause and circle it back. And place that down. Go ahead and hold underneath that right thigh, or you can hold in front of the shin. Either way, we're just going to circle that ankle out. And pause and circle it back. And step that down. Again, lift up, give it some support, either back behind or in front. Circle the foot. And pause and circle it back. And place that down. Bring those hands out in front and roll out those wrists. And back the other way. And release that down. Sitting up nice and tall, let that head fall off to one side. Draw your chin down toward your chest. The ear to the other shoulder. And then lift that chin up. And roll the head all the way around. And pause. And roll it back. And go ahead and bring that back center. Look over that right shoulder. Bring it back center and look over that left shoulder. Bring it back center. A little quicker now. Look right and left and right and left and right and left and right and left. Staying right here, bring those ears over your shoulder. When we do that, the chin creates that double chin and release. Ears over the shoulder. Push into the back of that neck and release. Ears over the shoulder. Let that be a double chin and release. Last time. Ears over the shoulders. And go ahead and release that. Bring those hands up to our cactus arms. And inhale up to the top. And now as you pull down, pull those elbows back, pinch those shoulder blades together. And lift it up and draw the shoulders back. Lift up and draw the shoulders back. Lift up and draw the shoulders back. Bring those arms right out to the side. And bring those forearms and elbows together. Stretch out the back shoulders. Open, pull those elbows back. And bring them forward. Zip the arms together. And open, pull them back. This time, bring them together, hold it here, just a little movement, lift those elbows up, keep pressing the arms into each other, breathing, and go ahead and release that down. Shake that all out. Sitting up nice and tall, going right into some side bends. Reach down to the right and pull that tummy up. And reach down to the left and bring it back up. Keep going side to side, pushing your feet into the floor to sit back up. Pushing the floor away. Feel that core engage. Breathe. And bring that back center. Extend those arms out to the side, working on the abdominals again. Reach over to the side and abs pull center. Reach over to the side and ab center. So keep going, trying to keep those arms at a nice parallel bend to the floor. Using the abdominals to draw yourself back center. Reaching those fingers as far away as possible. Pull it center. And hold it here. Coming into a twist. Twist side to side. Getting that spine to start moving, increasing the circulation in the body. Breathe. Twist that spine. And bring that back center. Release those arms down. Let's go ahead and lift that right thigh up. Hold underneath that right thigh and roll that hip out. Nice, big, wide, open hip. And pause and circle it back the other way. And place that down. Lift that other thigh up. Grab underneath and roll that hip out. You always want to give some support to that leg. Pause and circle it back. And step that down. And now working with those hip openers, take that right leg and open it out to the side and step it back. And that left leg opens to the side and step it back. Let's add the arms. Bring those arms up and open and close. And open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Both legs opening at the same time. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Last time. Open and close. And release that down. Go ahead and open those knees out to a nice wide V. And now I want you to put your left hand right to the chair and twist a little bit over this right knee. So you want to angle toward this right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Nice straight spine. Tilt, 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 tilt forward and release the hands just above the knee. And now just stay here and breathe. Relax your chest down toward your leg. Keep pulling the tummy into your spine. Start to feel this outer hip stretch as you breathe. Once the chest relaxes a little bit, maybe you want to walk your fingers down that leg a little bit more, but keep pulling this outside hip back down into the chair, feeling that stretch, and push the feet into the floor and come back up. And now bring that right hand to the center, twist yourself to the other side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, straight spine. Tilt, 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 and then release those hands above the knee. Stay right here and breathe. Again, this right hip may want to start coming off the chair, so really ground it back into the chair. Allow your chest to fall closer toward your leg. And once you seem to be in a position that you like, see if you can walk your fingers down your leg, maybe get a little more stretch. Keep grounding the hips into the chair, still breathing, never holding your breath. And then press the feet down and bring yourself all the way back up. We're going to come right into our forward fold. So if you want to slide back into your chair so that you don't fall off, We want to be safe. Open those legs out to a nice wide V. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale into our cactus arms. Straight spine, tilt forward, and rest your hands above your knees. If you have any eye issues or high blood pressure issues that you're concerned about, stay right here. Otherwise, tuck that belly button into your spine and start to round your back and let your hands slide down the shins. Rounding the back, push the feet away from the floor and pull yourself all the way back up. Again, inhale overhead, exhale cactus, inhale tilt, exhale and roll all the way down. Push the feet into the floor and draw yourself all the way back up. On this next one, holding in the upside down position. Hands overhead, back to cactus, tilt forward, hands to the thighs and slide on down. Just be a rag doll here. Pull that belly button in and then you can lift one knee and then the other. You can roll out the shoulders, wiggle out the neck, release anything that's tight, wiggle your toes. And then bring yourself back center, push the floor away, and come all the way back up. We're going to keep our knees open, coming right into a threading of the needle. So take that right arm and put it onto that right thigh. That left hand floats up, and now turn your gaze all the way up to your top fingers. Reach up to the top ceiling, and now rotate and bring those fingers under your arm and over your leg, twisting in the spine, and raise it back up. And thread the needle under the arm and release that back up. And thread the needle and release it back up. On this next one, we hold. Thread the needle and now stay right here. Try to relax those shoulders. Try to pull that tummy in, twisting, squaring yourself over that right knee. Breathe. And bring that left hand up and come all the way up. Let's do that on the other side. Square that left arm to the thigh. The back hand floats up. The gaze goes up. Reach it nice and tall. And now 4 times. Thread the needle and exhale back, and thread the needle and lift it back up, and thread the needle and lift. And on this next one, we hold. Thread the needle, hold it right here. Allow that chest to fall a little closer. Keep grounding your hips down. Breathe. And raise that arm up and bring yourself all the way up. Roll those shoulders out and pause and roll them back. And with those legs wide open, go ahead and place that right arm on the inside for triangle and raise the left arm up. Again, gaze goes up to that top thumb. And now as you exhale, see if you can go down a little bit more with that inside arm. Now press the back of the hand against the calf, the back of the forearm against the inner thigh. Gazing up, nice long breaths, pressing into the bottom leg. Breathe, don't hold the breath as we hold a pose. And go ahead and release that back. And on to the other side. Straight arm, right down the leg. Raise that right arm up. Turn the gaze up. And as you exhale, see if you can inch down a little bit more. The back of the hand pressing into the calf. The back of the arm pressing into the inner thigh. Reaching the top fingers nice and high. Breathe, nice long deep breaths. Opening up through the side, creating just a little more space in our body. And go ahead and release that. Go ahead and bring those legs together. Zip those legs together, zip those feet together, and intentionally think about these outer thighs and these inner thighs. And press them out and resist, and then pull those inner thighs back center. And resist as they open like a clam, and pull them back center. Try to do it without your hands actually pushing or pulling. It's just there to remind you to intentionally think about pushing and pulling the outer thighs and the inner thighs. And last time, open and close. And go ahead and release that. And let's go ahead and do a little dusting on our tabletops today. So take that right hand, and we're going to circle it around that tabletop and dust it off. Reach around and dust it off. Reach and dust, and then we're going to go the other way. Pull that dust all the way around. Hopefully it's absorbing all that dust off our table, and release that back onto the other side. Bring that left hand up and flat onto a table, circle it around, nice big stretch, breathe, and then pause and circle it back, rolling out through the shoulder, keeping the abs engaged, breathing, and release that back. And with those feet nice and parallel, right in front of your hips, extend those arms out. And raise the heels up, and everything's flat. And raise your toes up, and everything's flat. Here we go. It's heels up, and release. And toes up, and release. Heels up, and release. Toes up, and release. On this one we hold. Heels up, hold it here. Keep breathing. Reach those fingers up, but pull those shoulders back down away from the ears. Use that opposition. Keep breathing, not holding your breath. And lower everything down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Tilt yourself forward into our chair position. Staying right here, let that right hand go back. And now switch the arms. And switch the arms. And alternate, reach, and reach, and reach, and reach, and reach, and reach, and release that back. Sit back, shake that all out, stomp your feet. Stomp those feet nice and fast, doing a little dribble. Take that basketball right out in front of you. Keep those feet moving as fast as you can, pounding onto the floor. And take a shot. There we go. And take another shot. And there we go. Here's the three-pointer. And there it's in. Dunk. All right. Let's go ahead and sit back into our chairs a little bit again. We're going to go ahead and lift that right knee up and flex the foot and kick through the heel and bend. And kick through the heel and bend. Kick through the heel and bend. Last one. Kick through the heel and bend. And lift that left knee up 4 times. Kick through the heel and bend. Kick through the heel and bend. Push and draw those toes toward you and bend. And push and bend. And let's go ahead and raise that right leg straight up again. Hold that tummy in, sit up nice and tall, lifting that chest. And now we're going to raise that leg up and lower. And lift it up and lower. Lift it up and lower. Last one, lift it up and lower. And place that down onto the other side. Lift it up and lower. Lift it up and lower. Lift it up and lower. Last one. Lift it up and lower. And place that down. And now once again, move to the middle of your seat. Go ahead and hold on to the base of your chair for this first test that we're going to do. Just lean straight back into your chair. Notice where that back of that chair is. And now bring yourself back up. So now I want you to take your hands across your chest. So you may not touch the back of your chair. You may want to scoot yourself back a little bit if you feel insecure. But we're just going to lean back a little bit with a nice straight back, and then our abs are going to pull us back up. And lean back. Maybe you're going to touch the back of the chair, and the abs pull you back forward. So once again, we're working that abdominal core, pulling ourselves back up, using our breath, using our core. And here's our last one. Lean it back and draw it all back center. And release that down. Raise that right arm up and side bend. Reach over. Let that left hand drop down to the ground. Reach those fingers away from you. Really open. And bring that back center. Raise that left arm up. And side bend over, reaching that right hand down to the floor, gazing up toward the sky. Reach those fingers away. And bring yourself back center. One more time on side bends. Inhale that right arm up. Side bend over. And bring it back center. Release that down. Inhale that left arm up. Side bend over. And bring that back down. And release that. Just place your hands right on top of the thighs. And draw that tummy in, round your back, pull that chin into your chest, stretch out that whole back. And now inhale and arch your back and lift your chest up. Draw those shoulder blades together. And exhale, tuck and curl, curl, curl. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, tuck and curl. And inhale, lengthen up. Last one, exhale, tuck and curl. And inhale, lengthen up. And coming back to a seated position. So we dusted off the tabletop, and now we need to clean the floor. So pretend like you've got a cloth underneath that right foot. And now bring that right foot forward, out to the side, and pull it all back center. Stay on that right side. Bring it forward, out to the side, abs and inner thigh pull center. It's forward, side, pull it center. It's forward, side, pull it center. We're going to go the other way. Take it out to the side. Bring it over to the front and pull it back in. It's out, forward, pull it back in. Out, forward, pull it back in. Out, forward, pull it back in. Onto the other side. It's forward, out to the side. Draw those inner thighs in. Forward, out, pull it in. It's forward, out, pull it in, and forward, out, pull it in. Go the other way. It's out, forward, pull it in. It's out, forward, pull it in. Out, forward, pull it in. Last one. It's out, forward, and pull it in. Let's go ahead and bring that right knee up. Give it a nice hug. And just point those toes and flex. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And roll it out. And roll it back. And place that down. Lift that opposite knee up. Give a little abdominal squeeze. And point your toe and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex, relax, roll the ankle out, and back the other way. And place that back down. Let's go ahead and bring those hands up and stretch those fingers long and fists. And stretch those fingers long and fists. Hold those fingers open nice and long. And now press the pad of the index finger and thumb together and open. Middle finger, open, ring finger, open, and pinky finger, open. A little quicker here. It's pinky, ring, middle, index, index, middle, ring, pinky, pinky, ring, middle, index, index, middle, ring, and pinky. Make fists and roll those wrists out and roll them back. And keeping your fist nice and tight, squeeze those toes, crunch your face, squish your face, close your eyes, purse your lips, bring everything nice and tight into tension. And now, exhale and roar like a lion. And make everything tight, 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 tight. And last time, tight, 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 tight. And go ahead, shake that all out. Well, we'll go sit back now into our chair for our meditation. Rest your hands onto your thighs. Relax your shoulders. Close the eyes. Relax the throat. Feel the energy moving throughout the body. You can make any adjustment that you might need to make if anything still feels tight and tension. And today's meditation is on gratitude. We're about 2 months in for 2026. Giving gratitude for maybe starting a New Year's resolution. Maybe we started making some calls to friends that we haven't spoken with in a while. Maybe we've started on a new goal for this year. Maybe we're focusing on one thing to change about ourselves to make us a better person. Thinking about gratitude and all the abundance that we have in our lives. Appreciating it. Not taking it for granted. Even the weather, which recently has been cold, and then it's been warm and beautiful, and then it's been rainy, nourishing the earth. We have no control over the weather. Just accept it as it is. Nor do we have any control about the past. So letting go of any negative thoughts or memories, letting go of any resentments or anger from the past that has already happened. And all we can do is try to learn the lesson from it. And no sense about worrying about the future since we aren't able to control that. Just being able to control right now, today, things that we control about ourselves. Knowing that we can't be angry or fearful if in fact we're in a state of gratitude and appreciation. And if the mind wanders to a different topic, just bring yourself back to your breath and then back to gratitude. And now with the eyes still closed, bring those hands together, slide them together, create some friction and some warmth in those hands. And then place your warm hands over your face, bringing all that healing energy into your body, Bringing it down through the throat and into the shoulders, down the arms, into the wrists, all the way into the hands, down the torso and the spine, down the belly and the chest, all the way into the hips, down the legs, around the knees, down to the ankles and the feet and the toes. And then let the hands release into prayer position right in front of you, opening the eyes, bowing the head. May the light in my heart center shine upon the light in your heart center. And together we're all one in this universe. Namaste.
Namaste.